Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, as you can see on the table in front of you, we have got the three new knives recently released from RoseCraft Blades. On the top, we have the Awanata, we have the Holston River Surgeon's Knife, and we have the Castorea. Now, these two came Wednesday. I got them Wednesday night, right before I was getting ready to leave for Blade Show, Texas. I mean, I took a quick look at both of them and had a couple of questions that I knew I was going to be able to ask Andy right away on Friday. So I did that. And then, of course, I did pick up the Holston River at Blade Show, Texas. So basically, we're just going to take a quick look at them, kind of a first glance type of thing, just so you can see what they are. Of course, we're going to start with the Awanata. I have to make sure I say these correctly because I was not before. But now this guy's made, it's just a little keychain knife, a little D2 knife, G10. You've got your basically your key ring hole there. Um, Very cool little blade, long pull. But I tell you what, this thing has got a strong little spring on it, which I like on this small knife. Of course, there you can go see it is designed by Andy himself. There's your model number, RD, and they've got several colors. I know what they've got: red, purple, blue, orange, and green, maybe? I believe there's 5 colors that they have. Of course, I ordered the red one. I mean, come on. But that's what it is. It's not pretending to be anything. You got that little sheep's foot blade on it. I mean, let's just take a quick look with your key ring there, your key ring hole, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 inches. Basically a 2-inch blade on it. 2.5. Well, 3-inch handle when you count the little key ring. But man, that spring, I don't know if you can tell on my thumb. See how I'm putting a lot of pressure on that, and it is not coming closed. Half stop, snap closed. And like I said, I really like the fact that it's got it's really strong going from the half stop. And I know there's a lot of folks out there that we've talked about, you don't like slip joints because you're worried about it coming closed on you. This is one of those that, man, you would really have to I swear you'd have to do something really, really wrong with it. And I don't mean to say wrong harshly, but really, I think you would. So hey, maybe this is when you give a shot. Maybe not. I get it. But just a really cool. I'm digging this little guy. I really am. And it's about a 3-finger knife. Yeah. I mean, there again, you're not going to chop down the old cherry tree with one of these. But good little box knife. Like I said, good one to have on your keychain just in case you need a blade for something quick. You could always, take it off your keychain and give it to someone to use. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. And I forget what they're selling for. I think it's like 25 maybe. I think. And like I said, D2 on that one. And when talking to Andy, he was really surprised. Because he was like, they set the price point for it. And he said at the show they were flying. And they were, because I think by the time the end of the show was out, I'm not sure they had any left. And they were selling the ones off the table. So good for them. Good for them. Now we have the Holston River Surgeon's Knife. Now this is a really, really clean little knife. Check out those back springs. Done pretty darn well. Now, this one actually, when I got a hold of it at the show, definitely had a couple of questions for Andy on that. But beautiful rosebud shield, transitions, pins, done extremely well. Very, very well done. I know there's a few of these out there right now. People have been enjoying them. And it's a good small, I mean, I would say this is pretty much a gentleman's knife. Now, the one question I had is these poles are not very strong. I would say 4 to 4.5 on these. You've got the drop point, the pen blade there, the long pen, and then you've got the little Warncliffe blade. Again, very cool. We got that D2 picks up fingerprints really bad. RCB, again, designed by Andy. D2 steel, right there. But the one thing I asked him about was the lighter pulls. And his reasoning for it, he's like, well, it's pretty much exactly what I wanted. I'm like, okay, can you explain that to me? And he's like, absolutely. He felt he was being true to the surgeon's knife pattern by putting a lighter spring on there, because these days, there's probably not a whole lot of surgery going on with one of these. I would hope not. Let's just say that. I would hope not. But when the knife was made for what its purpose was, a doctor's knife, surgeon's knife, whatever you want to call it, a lighter pull was better because, well, if you're getting ready to do something delicate like surgery, and if you're doing surgery, we're talking kind of, late 1800s, early 1900s, we'll say, there was probably already some sort of trauma, so maybe the hands were bloody, and you don't want a really thick grip because your hand's going to be slipping off. So, and if you're doing something delicate like surgery, you don't want a really strong pull. So I'm like, and I really thought about it, and especially, the wet hand type situation, that makes a whole lot of sense to me. So I was like, all right, I'll buy it. There again, you got kind of like your pill crusher there. But just quickly, we'll take a look at this and see what we've got. Right here, we're looking at, overall, with that main blade, you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 7 inches. Almost, maybe 6 3/4. So you're looking at about a 3 3/4 inch handle, and then right about a 3-inch blade. Your cutting edge is going to be more about 2 3/4. Nice slender blade, kind of scalpel-ish, of course. And then your little Warney blade, you're looking at 2 1/4 with right about a 2-inch cutting edge. So, and a really, really light. I mean, let's get a weight on this. It's a lighter knife. I mean, yeah, it's probably heavier than a bug out, but yeah, 2.5, 2.6. Okay, right on. I can live with that. But guys, this knife has done so nice. And I tell you what, talking to Andy, we're gonna get together because I believe he said the Zambezi is the next one coming, and it should be out. If you guys haven't checked out, you guys got to check RoseCraft Blades out on Instagram. If you're on Facebook and you're not a member of the group, go check that out, because there are some pictures of some really, really nice slip joints coming out. Now, the last one we're going to talk about is the Castorea. And I'm saying it right, finally. This is the one I probably had the most questions on after opening it and looking at it, because you pretty much, as you can see there, it's kind of that Barlow style knife. It is a button lock. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. You definitely got a pocket clip on there, lanyard tube. It is right or left hand carry. Now on this one, for some reason, I just really, really noticed this open spot here. And I'm like, I've honestly never really thought about needing a filler tab, really. But just for the look of the knife, I don't know. Tell me what you think down in the comments. Maybe a filler tab, but then you got more screw. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still kind of up in the air on that one. But anyway, definitely that Barlow style. There again, you got red and black G10. Fantastic transitions there. Rosebud shield, like I said, right and left hand carry, lanyard tube. Hopefully we're making all of those people happy. Lefties, lanyard fans, very good. You got a pretty hefty flipper tab. You got a good, decent flipper tab there. Flips out really nice. Now with mine, oh, there we go. Well, I guess I just have to do it behind camera. It's not super drop shutty, okay? Did I expect it to be? Not really, but I was like, okay, I need to ask Andy about that. What was the intention on that? And, you know, a lot of the ones they had were pretty. They weren't drop shutty, because there you go. I push the button and put it shut, you know, with the other hand, or you can swing it shut. Now, if you want it to be that drop shutty, you could probably go in, lube it up a little bit and get it to be pretty close to that drop shutty feel. Not necessarily the intent of the knife. Really, really like that big bulbous. Oh, all right, getting a little creepy. Anyway, nice drop point blade. And that is kind of, from what I was understanding, that was kind of something Jolynn was interested in, that type of blade on this knife. Again, an Andy Armstrong design. He designs all the slip joints so far. And that's exactly what he said this is. This is a button lock slip joint. That's what this is. It's a button lock slip joint. So it's not necessarily meant to be that super drop shutty type of knife. Okay? If this is what it's intended to be, and then I'm good with it. Okay? I'm not, but I did have some questions on it, you know, because I was sitting here and I was like, okay, is it supposed to be? Is it not supposed to be? And that was really, really what I wanted to talk to Andy about. So I love the look of this knife. I love a Barlow and that big old drop point blade on it. Yeah, I'm digging it. I am definitely digging it. The button lock aspect of it, it's interesting, you know. Could he have made it a regular Barlow and I'd been just as happy? Absolutely. But something different, something you don't see every day. And to me, that's a good point as well. So real quick, I'll give you some specs on this one as well. So what are we looking at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8.25 on this one. 4.5 inch handle. That's going to give us about a 3 3/4 inch blade with right about a 3.5 inch cutting edge. And that, you know, standard grip length, I always like to throw that out there. I mean, you're every bit of 4 inches plus on that grip. So if I grip it, I mean, I've got plenty of room left over. And really, God, I really like the way that feels. But what do you guys think of this one? What do you guys think of the idea? And Andy, you know Andy, he kind of pushes the line. And not really pushes the envelope or pushes the line. But I love the designs he's coming up with. Absolutely. And like I said, with some of those new slip joints that are coming out, holy smokes. If you guys like the Clinch River, wait till you see the Zambezi if you haven't already. Wow. I'm really, really looking forward, especially on the traditional side, slip joint side that's coming from RoseCraft. There's going to be a lot of good stuff. And I do believe he said that if you look up Castorea, Castorea, that's how he was saying it. I got to make sure I say it right. Oh, did you hear the ring? The ring. Yeah. And get it shut. Very cool. I like it. I like it. Let's see. The Castorea, the Holston River, and the Awanata. That night I was butchering both of those. The Awanata and the Castorea. Butchering both of those names. I think I'm kind of good at that. Just butchering names until I can figure out what they actually are. But what do you guys think? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments, guys. What do you think about these three? Like I said, this was just a quick kind of overview of what is out now in case you haven't seen them. We're going to use them, carry them to work, do all that good stuff. I think the Castorea is going to be a really, really good work knife. I have a feeling. So we'll see. But thanks a lot, guys. Greatly appreciate you. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.